Hi, I'm Jess and today I'm going to be interviewing Kristina from Gymnastics Australia and speaking about the effectiveness of the procedures, programs and policies at Gymnastics Australia and what can be done to improve them. What do you mean apparatuses in gymnastics?
Well, the three main apparatuses in gymnastics are first artistic, rhythmic and trampoline. Artistic gymnastics is probably seen as the most popular out of the three in Australia, as they have the most participants and it's the most popular. And actually in the Olympics, out of the three, that is the event that sells out the fastest. Rhythmic gymnastics involves competing with such equipment as ropes, hoops, balls and ribbons. And trampoline gymnastics is also a discipline that comprises of compulsory and voluntary skills and routines which each contestant must perform. So athletes out of these three actually are scored on their difficulty and the execution of their performances.
Are there any limitations as to who can participate in each apparatus of the sport?
Well, with artistic, there's currently at the Olympic Games men and women being able to participate. However, there are restrictions for each gender, so they have to abide by certain rules. So there are differences in the rules, but both men and women can actually participate. With trampoline, it's also the same. Both men and women can participate. And these people consist of 16 men and 16 women who participate in the Olympic Games.
Yeah, so it's fairly even.
Yeah, and with rhythmic, it's the only one out of the three who can... There's only one where women can participate in the Olympic Games, so men are not allowed to at this moment.
Yeah.
And through our analysis, which we'll talk about later on, we'll be consider to actually include men in rhythmic gymnastics.
Okay. So current statistics show that member level participation is not excelling compared to other elite levels. Do you believe there's anything Gymnastics Australia could do to improve this?
Well, currently there is a positive increase in elite and technical levels. However, as you said, at club level, the annual report of Gymnastics Australia states that there is a slight decline. Even though there's a decline isn't dramatic, it represents that the sport is still popular, but then again it hasn't increased compared to most other Olympic sports, which you would like to see over time. Some suggestions maybe to increase this participation at this level is to delegate more of the financial budget away from the elite side of it and more at the junior, so promoting and marketing and trying to influence others to participate more so they can increase to elite.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you believe Gymnastics Australia has put in place appropriate policies?
Well, by reviewing the current Gymnastics Australia annual report, I believe they have successfully done this to protect the gymnasts appropriately. Yeah. Such policies include the health and safety of the gymnasts, also especially at junior level. That's a main highlight for parents. They want their children to be protected. Yeah. And some of these policies include like photography and privacy restrictions and parent supporter policies, which have been highlighted as the main areas where parents want to have the privacy and the protection for their children. Gymnastics Australia supports a fair and even playing field through their bylaws, which they have created, which hopefully encourages new people to come in. So they see that it's a fair and even playing field and everyone would want to participate. Yep. Even though Australia has not been as successful in gymnastics in the Olympics, it's still a large number of people who participate in gymnastics. This showing that Gymnastics Australia is achieving their policies and encouraging people to participate. Also, one of the talent identification policies which stood out was that individuals could not actually be contacted by scouts or coaches. Yep. This is protecting their privacy and being confronted and protecting the clubs as well. Yep. The way that they have to do it due to this policy is people must be contacted through parents or clubs, especially people under the age of 18. Yep.
Are there any programs put in place which are effective to encourage participation from grassroots level to elite level?
Well, as mentioned previously, there have been, students are exposed at a very young age. It's usually in school times, where during PE sessions where they do aerobics and just little gym routines, so they're first exposed there. Many people who are participants are exposed there. So once that interest is formed, some people may join such programs like aero school or team cheer, so other exercises which represent or replicate aerobic skills. So this also promotes for further participation from school children. If the individual excels in these types of programs, they can choose to take their interest to more elite or professional level. This is sometimes done through scholarships to the AIS, and then obviously that leads to the Olympics. And this is having a variety of programs for each of these stages, from grassroots to elite, is an effective way Gymnastics Australia is encouraging participation. So it's an effective strategy to date, is how they are encouraging and promoting.
Do you believe Gymnastics Australia has achieved their mission statement according to their current annual report?
Well, Gymnastics Australia's mission statement, first of all, is to promote, develop the growth of gymnastics for the enjoyment for all. Performance indicators highlighted by them is to achieve 175,000 gymnastic sport participants and a podium place at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Currently, their performance indicator stats show that there are only 156,000 participants currently, therefore highlighting their inability to achieve this stated goal. And also, given that our recent performance and not having achieved a lot of gold medals and placements previously, it will be very hard to get a place in the 2016 Rio Olympic Games.
So lastly, could you make any suggestions for future goals for Gymnastics Australia to strive for?
One of them could be to develop men in gymnastics as a whole. That can encourage participation and things like that. Currently it's suggested that the competition between men and women is unfair, which can also be damaging it. Therefore, more development should be put forth into equalising the competition. As gymnastics is seen more as a female-dominated sport, a goal for the gymnastics organisation is to work towards reducing the stigma associated with gymnastics being a female-type sport. This could be done through introducing it more at school levels, so it's not really like that classification of men and women, so everyone's participating in school level. Also, many theorists believe that at elite level, success at elite level would increase curiosity in participants. Therefore, it's like imperative that at the elite level we do perform more and get some more levels and some placements. So it also encourages like a hype at the Olympic Games. By promoting to males and increasing participation at all levels, this can be done through like marketing, through Gymnastics Australia, so that can help fulfil their mission statement of getting participants at 175,000. And to conclude is, even though gymnastics is a popular sport in the Olympic Games, gymnastics needs to focus their strategies more towards the participation compared to the elite level, and that's where they can achieve their goals.
Thanks for the interview.
Thanks, Jess.
Okay, so we're just going to do a quick interview with Matilda, who's been competing in gymnastics for 7 years. So Matilda, how did you get involved in gymnastics?
Well, we did it in PE at school and I enjoyed it, and I saw that some of my friends were getting involved in joining clubs, so I did it, and after a couple of years I was really into it.
There's a bit of pressure when you know there's a Commonwealth Games trial looming on the top of the National Championships. You just have to go out there and know that you've done all the hard work.
It's a 2-week ordeal, which is as big as any World Championship. It's amazing that we can actually get everyone together in the same scene and compete with everyone.
All the top dogs in Australia will be there fighting for a spot on the team. It's also an opportunity to overcome fears, achieve goals, reach your dreams. You can't match it.